All right, hockey fans, so here we go. Game 1 of 2 today on Monday. We've got Canada and Finland, and everybody's in. Well, the United States is already in the championship round. I keep wanting to call them the Panthers because obviously I'm rooting for the United States. Which, by the way, if any of you did not catch the recap of the United States-Canada game, I urge you to go enjoy the comment section where somebody said that it was sad and pathetic, that I was sad and pathetic for being yet another streamer to jump on the USA bandwagon because the Canadian team was favored until Cale Makar was sick. Some people, it's very entertaining, the comments that people leave on YouTube channels without even doing the littlest bit of research. And who am I supposed to root for exactly? I mean, I'm under the assumption, you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, I'm under the assumption that we're all rooting for the country that either we're from or we're living in. I thought that's the way this worked, but apparently I'm sad and pathetic. Now, it would be sad and pathetic, according to Canadian fans, I think, if the Canadian team did not make the championship round. Now, if Canada wins today in regulation, they are in because they will have beaten both Finland and Sweden in regulation, or beaten both Finland and Sweden, and that's the tiebreaker, and they get 5 points. But if Finland wins in regulation, they are in the championship round. So, and then that would make things a little bit interesting later on because the United States will already be in and Sweden would have been eliminated. I believe I've got that correct. Yes, because Sweden hasn't won a game yet. Finland beat Sweden, so that would be their tiebreaker. So, the best thing for the chaos is for this game to go to overtime. So this is one of the rare times where I will be hoping for overtime because then the game tonight will mean a lot more, at least to Sweden. Now, I haven't heard much about the Kachuk thing. I know he said he's not concerned. This is also the guy that was going to rest for a few days and play in Game 7 with a broken sternum against Vegas. So I don't put too much stock into what he's not concerned about. He would be out there as just a flesh wound hopping around on one leg. That would be Chucky. So I'm not so sure about what he says. Tell me what the doctors say. We know we're not going to know about his injury till later. I haven't seen anything to make me think he's going to be out Monday, except that would make common sense, but it's hockey, so there's that. What do I think we're going to see today? Who am I rooting for today? Well, I'd like to see overtime. I'd like to see Finland win in overtime. Now, that's not because I'm afraid of Canada. It's definitely not because I'm afraid of Canada. Honestly, it's more because I would like to see more Panthers in the championship round, although maybe that's kind of counterintuitive to what I would want for the Panthers to remain fresh and healthy. But I'm still very interested to see how Canada is going to do today, considering the United States defense shut them down, especially in that third period, and you've got basically half the Panthers defense out there. I know it's mostly forwards, but you've got the Selke winner and Barkov. You've got Mikkola, you got Lundell, you got Luosterainen, so we've got the defenseman, we've got the best defensive forward, and we've got the penalty killers out there from the Panthers. Not that they're the only ones, but the point is if United States can shut Canada down, what's Finland's defense going to do? And I know their blue line is considered a weak spot. I'm not so sure about that. So, the last few games I've been predicting high-scoring games. I got the United States part 1. Yesterday, I was just wishing and hopeful. Today, are we even going to see any goals? You got Bennington versus Lincoln, and that's the other thing. This might just come down to goaltending. Bennington can't let any soft ones in because that might just be enough for Finland to do the job. And Lincoln is going to have his work cut out for him, I'm sure. Canada can't be happy with the result the other night, and they can't be happy about the prospect of not making it to the championship round. So I expect them to come out hot and heavy. All right, all that said, let's do a 3-3 overtime. Finland wins it with 1 minute left. Barkov from Mikkola. Yeah, I mean, as long as we're guessing. Oh, it's 3-0 Canada after 1. Now, it would definitely be sad and pathetic if Canada did not win this game in regulation. but 2 goals in the first 5 minutes. Rope Hentz playing the role of Sidney Crosby with making a terrible pass. Puck ends up on McDavid's stick, and he does McDavid things, and it's 1-0. 45 seconds later, McKinnon makes it 2-0, and then Finland had some chances to get one back, and then Braden Point at the side of the net. Rebound goes right on his stick. It just bounces off Lehkonen right on the Point stick, and it's 3-0, and it could be 3-1. It also could be 5-0. So, damn it, because I wanted tonight's game to mean something, and not that it doesn't mean anything, but it's basically going to be an exhibition now because both teams will have been clinched, Canada, United States, for the championship. Now, I think somebody mentioned it looks like Kachuk is out for tonight, Matthew, for the United States. That's good. Let him rest. Let him rest for Thursday. Other than that, barring some kind of miracle, the rest of this game is likely to be kind of slow going. See if Finland just doesn't have the guys to keep up. When you look at the rosters and you see McDavid and McKinnon and Reinhart and Bennett and Crosby and it's just like over, and Marchand and Point and on and on and on. It's like, what would you expect? Finland has held tough against the United States for 2 periods. This period here for Finland looked like the 3rd period against the United States. So, all right, let's move on a second. Well, 4-0 Canada after 2. All that's left is to wrap this sucker up. McKinnon from another good assist from Reinhart's got 2 assists today. And finally, after the 4th goal, Finland took Lehkonen out, put in Saros, who's actually made some good saves, but Finland just can't solve Binnington. There's been a lot of loose pucks in the front of the net, and Canada's defense is just crashing and collapsing in front. And there's been multiple times when you think maybe there's going to be a whistle because you can't see the puck, and eventually it just works its way out into Canada's possession and out of danger and out of the zone. Finland's just not been able to generate too many chances. I don't think they're going to get shut out. I think you might see this be 4-1, maybe even 4-2, unless they empty the net. But so it puts a little bit damper on tonight's game. Obviously, United States, Canada already will have clinched. But let's see if Finland can at least make this some kind of interesting. Let's finish this up. Well, so for about 14 minutes in the 3rd period, and Finland's just like out there like, I don't want to be here. I don't want to be here. I don't want. And then all of a sudden, Lindell gets one. Granlund gets 2 in 23 seconds. And with like $1:20 left, it's 4-3. And now everybody's awake, and everybody in Canada fixing to have a heart attack, right? Oh my God, bruh! Was that like Binnington just giving the United States false hope for the championship game? What on good Lord? What was that? That's a special kind of. That's just special, Canada. That's just special all the way around. I have no words. In that moment, on that stage, you give up 3, but doesn't matter. Crosby collides, collects the puck, empty net, 5-3. And, the whole game wasn't that close, but I don't know if Canada stopped playing. I don't know if Finland just decided, hey, why don't we try for just these 5 minutes just to see what happened? That was crazy. And now we're awake, right? Because I don't know about you, but the eyes is late, and it's late, it's basically like a Saturday afternoon, right? Because holiday, so it wasn't no work going on. And Canada, almost. There better not be any chirping in the comment section, because you almost blew a 4-0 lead in the last 5 minutes. Okay? I know it's almost, but still. Holy crap. So, that sets up the United States versus Canada. And what I will say about that game is nothing that happened game one matters. Now, it will be interesting to see how Canada decides to handle how physical we got. By we, I mean the United States. It'll be interesting to see how Canada handles how physical McAvoy got with McDavid, to see if they try to take advantage of that. Also, Tkachuk is out today. Tkachuk and McAvoy are sitting today. And Kreider is in. I'm not sure who the other replacement is. The assumption is everybody says Tkachuk will be fine for Thursday. So nobody knows what's wrong. Lower body, knee, groin, hip, got hit in the nuts with the puck. Nobody really knows. My guess is that if you watch his fight, as he's going down, that left leg really extends. And when it happened, I kind of looked at it and said, oh. If you're a man and you watch his leg, you know what I'm saying. So I kind of feel like that might be what it is, which is not great news. Now, if he's healed enough to play on Thursday and he's still, at 75, 80%, his ass better be sitting when he gets back to the Panthers until that heals up, because we don't need that action. We don't need a recurring groin injury second round of the playoffs. That ain't going to do us any good. So, all right, Finland, you showed up in spurts, right? You played great 2 periods against the United States and then an ass 3rd period. And then you beat Sweden somehow in overtime. And then this game here, you played 5 minutes. You played 5 minutes is basically what Finland played. And it needed Canada needed an empty net goal to seal the deal. Don't try to lie either, Canadian fans. I know you was all sweating, okay? Not a 4-1, not a 4-2, but 4-3, buck 19 left. Don't try to lie. Bennington's capable of anything, either way, all right? Don't try to lie. You know you were sweating. And just don't even pretend you weren't. All right, so we'll be back here a couple hours for United States versus Sweden. And then everybody get ready for Thursday night, because this is going to be a party.